Hello everyone, welcome back to Living Gardens Homestead. If it's your first time viewing, please like and subscribe on our channel. Thought I'd talk to you today about some news that I've heard about them wanting to do away with gas cook stoves. People, I don't know about you, but I've had all electric before, and the electric bill is outrageous. And I said I'll never have an electric cook stove. I'll never have an electric furnace. I'll never have an electric dryer because gas is much cheaper. Now, for those of you that think this is only going to affect those that have natural gas cook stoves, I'd say you're wrong, because propane is a gas also. So those with you all with propane gas cook stoves, they'll probably include that into the gas cook stoves. Now they're trying to work a way around to do this, but let me tell you what they've already done, and they'll probably do this the same way. Eventually, it won't just be your cook stove. It'll be your furnace. It'll be your dryer. It'll be anything that runs on natural gas or propane. And I worked in the coal mines until our company shut down. And the way they did that, I believe it was Obama that came out and said that they would stop the electric companies from using coal even if they bankrupt them. In other words, they were going to bankrupt an American company to get their agenda done. Now, I know a lot of you agree with me on these things, but then there are some of you out there that still hasn't caught on to what is being created and done. People, it's getting bad. I don't know how we can fix it. I don't believe our elections anymore. The people who want to change everything with this new Green Deal, they seem to be getting in, and I can't believe there's that many Americans that are blind to what they're trying to do to us. I can't believe there's that many Americans that actually believe their lies that they're telling us. You know, here on the homestead, that's the whole thing about homesteading. I don't know of anybody that can actually get completely away from the world. It'd be hard to do, to raise everything that you want and to do everything you want to do. I think we still, even as homesteaders, depend upon other the stores and stuff like that. And but as a homesteader, I know I can't provide everything that I need, but what I can do is raise enough garden and enough animals and stuff like that on the homestead to keep my costs from going to the store down low. And that's my intentions. I don't think I could ever get to where what they call off grid. But I know there's a lot of you out there like that too. Now, our homes, you don't need a lot of acreage to homestead. If somebody's telling you that, then you know, to supplement your foods in your life, you don't need a whole lot of acreage. Chickens don't take up a whole lot of room. But they're passing these laws, or trying to get this agenda done. And if you think about it, they're trying to force us to go all electric on everything. That's what they're trying to force us to do. And like I said, electric is the most expensive, just like heating your home. Electric is the most expensive heat there is. And some of you out there are going to say, well, I've got a heat pump. That's better. It is down to a certain degree. Then that heat pump can't work. It's got electric elements inside there that heat up, and just like a a stove you set in your bathroom or whatever, you see them red elements, okay? Those got them elements in them, and they heat up to supply you with heat. When they do that, they're sucking the electric. Your electric bill is going to go up. And I've said all along, you know, it'd be one thing if a disaster hits, like a hurricane or tornado, stuff like that. Yes, they cause a lot of problems, but they're natural. This that we're going through is not natural. This is a man-made thing. Just like that. If I can cook on gas and can my cans, as a matter of fact, last night I was up till I think 2 o'clock in the morning. I was canning some pork that we had in the freezer, and that's another thing. If you've got food in your freezer that is been in there a while, before you let it freeze or burn or anything, can it. That'll give you another 3 to 5 years that meat can be good. And canning meat's not that hard, which I don't want to get off on that video right now. My main concern is them trying to do away with our gas cook stoves. Like I said, gas is cheap. You can fix your dinners, or you can can on it, and it doesn't cost you as much. And it's not going to only be the natural gas. It's going to be your propane. So if you don't have natural gas and you've got a big 500-gallon propane tank out behind your house, that's going to be included, that you won't be able to cook with it. And they're saying they're wanting to make it to where the factories no longer produce those. They only produce electric. And when you go by, there's going to be no choice but electric. To me, that's wrong. To me, that's government control over our businesses. What if I'm a gas cook stove maker sitting here? This is how I supply my living. This is how I supply jobs to people, is we make gas cook stoves. Now the government's telling me I can no longer do that. When did our government get that much power over our small businesses to shut us down? I know a lot of you agree with me, but there's still some of you out there that just don't get it. They're trying to force us. I always said, if they would come out with some way to make electricity cheaper, okay, make gasoline at the store cheaper, we would automatically go that way. You wouldn't have to force us. Don't force your beliefs on me. That's all I'm saying. Don't force your beliefs on me. I don't force my beliefs on nobody. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe He's my Lord and Savior. And He come and died on that cross. And on the third day, He arose. And I'll tell you what. He's still alive today. And He's still taking care of me every day. I don't try to force my beliefs on anybody. But if anybody comes to me with a question, I try my best to answer it. Now, these people are trying to force every one of their beliefs on us, just like the drag queens and all that. Why are you forcing this on us? You know, why are you doing that? You're trying to force us into the world that you're in, and I'm not in that world. I don't want to be part of it. I've got my own little world here, and I don't try to force nobody to be like me. I try to, if somebody wants to do some of the things that I do, that's the reason I make these videos, is so that I can explain how I do it and what I'm doing. That way, if you want to, you can. But now, when you're forcing laws upon us, to force us to be the way you want us to be, that's overreach of the government as far as I'm concerned. Now, if you agree with me, please leave it down in the comments. But I'm telling you, this ain't right. This is just not right. I mean, the gas cook stoves, that's what they're after now, or wanting to get rid of. Okay, how long will that be until they're saying your furnace that's gas got to be replaced with electric? Believe me, they're going to do it. If they start with one thing, they go down the line taking it. People didn't believe me when I said they're going to try to take our guns. Oh no, they're not going to take our hunting guns and this, that, and the other. They only want them AK-47s, this, that, and the other. You don't even want to own one of them, do you? I said, yeah. If they're going to force to take them away, yes, I do want to own one. But then they come out wanting to take anything that's automatic. People, when they start on one thing, they go through trying to take it all. They got to start someplace. They can't just say all of it. They got to start someplace. And when they start, they nail in to take it. Just like the coal mines. Coal was some of the cheapest ways of making electricity. They're doing away with it so that we can pay higher electricity bills. And you with these electric cars, yeah, you're going there and getting charged up. You're getting a break on that electric. But how long is that going to last if all of us have electric cars? They're going to quit giving you a break on it, and you're going to pay full price. And you ain't going to go very far, very much. Like I said, in the coal mines, how they got rid of coal is, like I said, I think it was Obama that said that if they didn't quit burning coal, they would bankrupt these power companies. They're going to do the same thing with gas. The gas companies, if they don't do away with getting rid of burning the gas, they'll end up making laws that'll bankrupt the gas companies. And the gas companies will go out of business. Wood burners. The old timers used wood. The old timers used gas too, the ones that was close to a gas pipeline. But the wood, how long is it going to be before they come to us and say, no longer can you have a wood cook stove or a wood burner to heat your house? People, they're doing this on purpose. They're going to hurt everybody, and they don't care if you're freezing. They don't care if you can cook your food. They don't care about us whether we're even hungry. Look at your stores now. A lot of you can see where there's shortages in certain things. And there's plenty of videos out there showing them to you. People, I don't have an answer for it, but I can tell you this, on the Homestead, they're trying to take everything you can to Homestead. They're trying to take it away from us. And they're trying to purposely drive us into a corner so that we will comply with what they want. Now, I don't know about you, but what do you think about when you drive a cat into a corner and it's afraid of you? You know, I hate to see what's coming down the pipe, but people, I thought I'd bring you this video. It just makes me mad that they're trying to do away with our gas cook stove. It just ain't right. But prepare all you can, get everything together that you can to try to save yourself, because I look for it to get bad, and they ain't going to stop. And just because we got the House that's Republicans, I don't think it's going to help us that much. Their agenda is going to come through, whether they got to cheat to do it, whether they got to kill somebody to do it. Their agenda is going to happen. And I don't like what their agenda is. It's not freedom. To me, they're trying to get us all to where they can control us. I'm sorry about the gripe today, but that really burnt me up that they're trying to do that. And see, they'll force a lot of these power companies that's running on natural gas right now to shut down too. So, and they have no solution. They never did. Oh, we're going to get rid of your coal jobs, good paying coal jobs. We're going to get rid of the coal and we'll get rid of your jobs, but we're going to create better jobs. Where are they at? They got rid of the coal, but they never did create better jobs. Never did. They're always lying, and they're always lying to us, and I just don't know. Put in the comments what you think about the situation. It bothers me. But anyway, if you don't care, please like, subscribe to our channel, and share it, our videos. And anyway, this is James from Living Gardens Homestead. I wish you all a good day, And keep prepping. You're going to need it. This is James. Goodbye.